right. Hello, everyone. I know it's been a bit. Give me a moment. Things might go deaf for a quick moment. Okay, let me get keyboard out of the way, make adjustments. Well, without further ado. Watching now, watching later, or watching last Saturday when I initially was gonna go live. I'm sorry. I ended up sucked into a game of Stellaris that went extreme, and then Sunday ended up getting sick. But nonetheless, I want to make sure that the first thing that we did was Devil May Cry. So, watching now, watching later, watching before the end of the last episode where we beat Chapter 9, defeated the Griffon with the grenade launcher, grenade gun. Welcome back to more game. Please don't interrupt me. Welcome back to more. So yeah, we should be right where we left off at the end of Chapter 9, or Mission 9, I guess. We took on the Griffon. We had to use the grenade gun. It was a little messy, but all in all, it could have been worse. We could have died, and we didn't die, and that was acceptable. We're gonna enter the power-up menu just to get a quick reminder of everything we're fighting for, you know, just to make sure. So we're not really going all in on Ifrit. Welcome, Just a Microwave. I am so sorry for the delay, comrade. I was gonna do it Saturday. I got sucked in a game, and then Sunday I just got wiped by flu. I can only assume the fast food just was not the right way to go. But we're here with DMC3. Got Holiday coming up at the end of the week. DMC3, oh my god. Well, DMC1, episode 3. We have Holiday at the end of the week, so the content is only going to increase. So we have Ifrit. We're not really building that much in Ifrit. Alistair is our Devil Arm of choice. And last time we got the air raid, we maxed out the Stinger. I think at this point we're just, if memory serves, and it does, we're saving up for Devil Orbs, Devil Stars, and Holy Water. So unless I can think of anything else, or unless something else comes up, I think those are the main things to save for. Yeah, we already have a Vital Star. We shouldn't need that. No, we can't buy anything else, so that's totally fine. But yeah, last time we got the incredible grenade gun. That weapon is... just God's kiss. Chef's kiss. So good. Like, shotgun's really good too, but grenade gun. So I know it's been like a week, so I'm gonna be a little rusty. But somehow I feel like we'll be okay. Just, you know, we gotta warm up a bit somehow, right? Grenade gun's so good though. But yeah. It's a riddle of some kind. Valley of the Mist, one must choose the right path. To enter the Lost Land, only those who protect the weak light shall have the power to decipher the right path. Interesting. Well, we're gonna all die anyway, because that's the type of guy I am today. I see a light orb floating. Well, makes sense considering it's like younger Dante. So I can see a bit of that to an extent. I'll be honest, I'm just following where the globe of light went. We're gonna go to the shotgun for this encounter. It seems like the right choice for enemies like this. Ow! Get out of the wall, that's not cool. I was gonna say, take your shotgun shell like a pro. That's mine, and that's still going to the left. Ooh. I do not like these guys at all. Just really giving what for. That one's still alive. Oh, I see. But it really is just kill and beat everything. Just keep you at bay. Grab. Oh, no, no, up. Come on. Still going. I feel like I have to kill it in time or something. Otherwise, this is just gonna keep happening. But I don't know. It went white that time. That's not a good sign. Oh, what is this camera? We're gonna equip grenade launcher. We're gonna go into DT the moment I get out of this, just because we can get it back easily. And we're gonna go from there. Oh, we have flight. That's cool. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. New enemy is new. Okay, that is gold over there, so let's grab that too while we're here. Ooh, another holy water. How about that? Excuse me. Get him to come into range. I don't want to really get caught off guard by a jump attack. Okay, first one went down. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Was there? Oh, there was only one. Okay. No, no, there was one more. He's just politely waiting. Okay, maybe it's not the best idea to just go gung-ho on him. Still... Oh, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. Well, okay then. A free green orb, which, as noted in the last episode, is free red orb. Yummy. Sometimes I forget we have the double jump, so I want to make sure. I think we're good. Getting that holy water is also nice. Okay. I feel like I could have done a little nicer on that, but we didn't have to use our healing or anything like that, so it could have been worse. I gotta learn a more effective strategy on dealing with those spiders, so that'll help me in the long run. Let's get a save, and then let's keep it moving on. Canyon in the Mist wasn't too bad. Mission 11, Fate. Offer the chalice and open the path. Ooh. Alistair's 800 extra. I think we just save up so we can get our next purple orb. I think that is the play in this circumstance. Yeah, probably. I should try and learn Ifrit at least a little bit. Alistair has just been so dependable. And he was there for us. I mean, sure, we had our ups and downs when we first were introduced, but... Really? Right off the bat? Well, let's get this. That's sad, just a microwave, because Alistair is so nice. Don't get me wrong, it's no Rebellion, because Rebellion DMC3, yummy, but, at least base game. You know, but it's, oh, I love it. I even like the addition that you transform into the Electric Demon. Otherwise, I think we're gonna equip Shotgun for this fight. And we're just gonna have to take our time with him. Ow! He's not as bad as a Death Scissor, but shoot! The environment's doing no favors, and his scythe attacks are not the easiest things. I mean, actually, I don't know why I'm complaining. This isn't that terrible, honestly. We're not in an enclosed space. And all things considered, it's pretty easy to counter. I think the worst part is the fear of being dragged up on the arena. Ow! You just spiked my booty. That's because I sold some. Aw, homie had to pawn. Okay. So yeah, not as bad as the Death Scissor. Still worse than the non-death scythe, but not as bad. That is a blue shard there. How do I get that? That down to the well, and then make sure you read everything. There's an inscription. Those without the sign are not worthy to possess the chalice. Walk the dark path toward the light of sorrow. The sign is confined in the cage of doom. Okay. So let's jump the tree to see if we can't get some of these orbs. That looks like another blue. Oh, come on. I feel like we could... maybe I can just jump up from above and get those. Yeah, let that respawn. I didn't want to accidentally take a trip to the unexpected, you know what I mean? Real talk, I think we investigate that well. Dare you? The audacity! Assault a man while he's shopping. Yeah, give me your souls. It's the least you could do. Ooh, I'll keep that in mind too. I'm gonna try to not grind if I can help it. Just because, like, I will at some point, maybe, like, post-stream just to complete everything. But... there's already gonna be enough time taken up based on me alone. Remember your own good... But that's a cool note to know for the grind. Just in case I come up short on something, I'll keep that in mind. Close-ish to the purple orb. We might be able to have that before the end of the chapter. Could get the blue orb, but I feel like we're close enough that I shouldn't bother. Does that enemy come back every time? I'm curious now. Well, if it does, let's attempt to fight it with the Ifrit, because we got to give that some screen time. I'm assuming based on what you said that it does. Oh, holy shiznit. Yeah, you were good. Yeah, Alistair just gives so much more knockback with the snare, though. Like, yeah, we could still take that down pretty effectively with the Ifrit, but all in all... Now that, my good friend, is zesty information. Ah, there's a facade here. I didn't notice that before. Okay, let me equip the grenade gun. Not bad at all. Thank you for that intel, just a microwave. Very cool. You allowed us to increase our max health. I know it sounds corny, but I can almost say the "You Saved Christmas" line. We're getting close enough to that. This is the other. Oh, this is not what I thought it was. Huh. Sign of chastity. A taxidermic organ coated with crystal. Within it is the sign of chastity that's necessary for searching for the chalice. Okay, cool. We got the silvered nut. Let's continue. Just really assert ourselves. Just turn on the blender for massive effect. Okay, they almost have a jump on us. Oh, no, one's still alive. My bad. I looked down for 1 second. I'll happily take their life essence, though. Man, Nurgle from Fire Emblem would be salivating at the amount of quintessence being gathered. Do I go back down there and get the... No, that wasn't the right... Oh, I might have to go up above now that I look... Now, okay, I didn't even utilize the other platform. And there's still several doors. I don't know why I'm fretting. Whee! Okay, based off that little overpass, I'm starting to see what they have in mind. Okay, maybe not. Well, yeah, I should have gone on that tiny cliff instead of attempting to just hero jump onto the wall. That's where they get ya. Yeah, there we go. Yahoo! Puts us one step closer to our next cause. Even more health. So now there's a green orb up above here? Yeah. Welcome back, someone random. Apologies for the delay. Compared to the last stream, I wasn't anticipating a full calendar week. I got sucked into a game on Saturday and then ended up with stomach issues Sunday, Monday. What do you know? Mysterious ways, am I right? But we're here. We took out chapter 10 already, and now we're indulged on chapter 11. We took out the Death Scissor already. Welcome back, Matthew Merlin. Glad to have you aboard once more. Apologies again for the delay in the broadcasting. Oh, Dante, come on, really? If that was Sora, he would have grabbed the ledge. Actually, don't put that in writing. He probably wouldn't have grabbed the ledge. Yes, I did. Just a Microwave was a real awesome friendo, a real boss, and showed me the little fool's facade. And then I grabbed the other blue fragment just recently. Ooh, that's a red orb though. Can I acquire that with ease? I can. And then we already have the one Chastity Soul thing, so I'm just after the cup now. Thanks. Appreciate it. I got a holy water on the last map, but I'm pretty sure I probably missed something. Okay, there has to be some reason. Oh, this is probably where I put the cup. There's like nothing doing here. I think it's time that I actually go through a door. Go through the hole? I did that once, but I'll do it again. But this again, or? Let me guess. Okay, let me just collect my bounty. And then I guess we're gonna buy that devil orb after all. Oh yeah, no, I broke that. That's what Just a Microwave was talking about earlier. While I'm here, while I'm here. Yeah, sorry, Matthew. Well, Just a Microwave brought that up because that was a grind spot that they had utilized. So I was like, oh. And then yeah, this is where I got the silver nut. I made the one Chastity Soul, or the Chastity item. These poor reptilian. You think I just leave them alone, but they just keep on showing up. I'm a little rusty, so I'm also just trying to regain a little bit of my muscle memory. There you go through the door, face football. Okay. Ooh, wings. And honestly, no worries, because that gave us enough orbs to increase our devil trigger, so I'm actually really happy about that. So when you know Just a Microwave, we did use it for grinding after all. Gotcha. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting. That was nice of them. It's a gold statue of a knight. It looks like something was placed here. That's what I have to jump down for. Oh, there you are. There's a cup on the base protected by powerful light. Prove yourself worthy with a sign. Ooh. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, real talk, is the chapter gonna immediately end after, like, post-boss fight? I just want to make sure whether or not I should collect the red orb that's, like, floating above me before I place this, you know what I mean? Okay. Because I want okay, that's actually higher up than I thought. Gosh dang it. Okay, maybe we do just place the cup and have at thee. But or steal the cup and yeah, it looks tantalizing, but I can, you know, I grinded enough on that room. I can live without it. We have to pretend to have it. I don't want to grab that green orb yet. I feel like it's bad luck. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab it. Maybe I'm just feeling confident. Maybe I want to put on the show immediately. Maybe I just really wanted the cup. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty nice chalice. The cup which held the blood of the divine deed. Or divine dead. Divine deed, oh my gosh. Oh dear lord, he's back. Does look epic though. I did not mean to double trigger. Okay, get out from the platform. Woo! Come on. We're taking you out. It's really let him have it. Oh, no, 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 no. I gotta get out of there. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. That range, I just got to time my roll a little later. Okay. Let's attempt to not DT early. Up on the base, protected by powerful light. We gotta prove ourselves worthy. It's only right. Let me get a sip of water first. Use the sign. Okay. Okay. This is what I've been waiting for. How... Crack's neck. Crack's neck a little too much. Piccolo's not. Just let him have it. Okay, shoot, okay, so he has similar attack to me. Because he can, he definitely knows that. That worked out cool. I don't know what I did there, but that was awesome. just give him a little lightning, because I can. I think I didn't mess him up by doing that. Okay, good. I was gonna be. Oh. Oh, get out of there, me. Shoot. Okay. Man, okay, I can't. I definitely felt closer that time. Definitely felt closer that time. And yes, I really don't want to use my items at all. There's several times I got a little too greedy trying to fire off that second shot from nade launcher. I should have just kept a little more distance. Ooh, he got us with a poke. I know it seems a little early, but I've already lost enough health, and I feel like I can hopefully go for the regeneration. Concentration mode on. Just take him to Pound Town. Let's go. Sorry for the audio cut, I just wasn't expecting that. Well, all right, let's go. Yeah. That the DT, you just you're right you're right all along, Matthew. I have to think of it as a tool, not a last resort. Oh, it feels good. Yeah, that DT, oh. Now, I guess I should have grabbed that before, but eh. I am a believer. I am a believer. You know, I have that on PS2. I got it on a pawn shop visit. I heard it's really good. I just never played it, never booted it up. I've already got the chalice, time to move on. Now y'all saw about, oh yeah, we already, oh never mind, I covered VO Call Me 2 stuff on the Friday. I was talking like, who called me 2, who called me 2, but. Okay, so somehow I have to get back up above like I did last time. That's how. Maybe. MC5 and 3 are my favorite games of the series. I honestly, I haven't played 5. I've played a little bit of 3. I can partially understand 3. Never so thin. Okay, I have the Batman Arkham games too. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm gonna, oh, yeah, I do feel silly. I was going for the extra way up. Thank you so much, Matt. Ooh, feels bad. At least we get that orb. Yeah, apologies. Look, if you ever like saw the Super Metroid video, hindsight sometimes isn't necessarily my strongest suit. Like when I figure it out, I figure it out, but you know, it's sad. I have like thousands of hours in RTS games, but okay. Should I use the chalice? I think so. Yeah, thanks again for the aid. Genuinely, I appreciate it. Especially after a long day at the mill, it's sometimes the eyes are a little horn. All right. Oh, I might have to retry. Oh, that's gonna sit with me. It's probably because I had the 2 retries off the yellow orbs. Know what that D stands for? Well, I'll tell you. It stands for delightful. Because I had a delightful time. Might not be the rank everybody wanted, but it's the rank everyone needed. Ghost ship? What the Shrek is with like half of my games that I'm playing this year involving a ghost ship? I'm pretty sure it was like the 3rd or 4th, because I know we had one in Super Metroid for sure. Go to the deck and head to the captain's cabin. Seems easy enough. Let's power up. 90 hours though, that's impressive. So someone random, I hate to break it to you, I've already played Metroid Fusion. I have a 3-episode playlist on the channel. That game was peak. That was my first 2D Metroid game I played. It was incredible. The boss rush video I have was from my Let's Play. There's a reason why Nightmare takes like 5 attempts. Like, holy shit. You know what I mean? But, oh, Metroid Fusion's so good. A lot of people rate against it because it's a little more linear, you know what I mean? Environment's a little more close off, etc. But it's a handheld, and for what it does really well. And it's a good atmospheric horror, especially with the stuff involving SAX. It might not hold the same accolades as Super Metroid or even the original if you play Zero Metroid, but it is still a respectable member of that franchise. Somewhere at my mom and dad's, I still have the original cartridge. I still remember buying it for $9.99 at a GameStop used. It had RJ written on it in Sharpie. And yeah, it was awesome. I got stuck on Cirrus forever. I got stuck on SAX forever. I got stuck on that stupid spider Yakuza forever. My older brother had to beat it for me growing up. It was insane. We're not gonna buy anything in the shop. I was just looking at items. Actually, yeah, no, we're not gonna buy anything in the shop. Yeah, no, I did Zero Mission, Fusion, and Super Metroid, and then, no, no, not underwater, no! Ooh, least favorite Elden Ring boss? Okay, shit. That's tough because I like quite a few of them, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, Millennia, because it was tough, because Millennia was also enjoyable. I gotta count. I'm not gonna count DLC either. DLC bosses were oofy. Just stream a recap of DMC2. I'm vaguely debating that. I don't know. Part of me thinks I have to give it the same stream treatment. I just look, if I play DMC2, part of me is just thinking about playing it only using Ebony and Ivory because I feel like that'll be funny, but that's just me. And that's for Elden Ring. Least favorite bosses. Again, that's really tough. There's a lot of like really nice bosses in those games. Like, yeah, there's a lot of repeats. I don't mind Tree Sentinel because Tree Sentinel kicked my ass growing up. Same with like the Putrid Avatar. The least favorites. Oh. Yeah, my older brother played DMC2. I remember him using the guns a lot. Elden Ring least favorite boss. I can't even say Radon because when I raced Draco Dragoon, I fought Radon instead of Lunala or Renala, and there's nothing wrong with Renala. Renala's really easy. Honestly, Godskin Duo, because actually, okay, Godskin Duo if I'm not allowed to use summons, right? If I'm allowed to use summons, it's Fire Giant. I thought Fire Giant was gonna ruin me. I thought Fire Giant was gonna prevent me from beating my side of the race when I did the Elden Ring race against Draco. That boss, I still question being able to defeat. Now, if you count the DLC, Radon was tits difficult. Like, Radon to a key. Like, holy shit. And I'm sorry, spoilers, but yeah. Radon was the only boss in all of Elden Ring that we actually, because we did multiplayer seamless co-ops, so we had all of our health and junk. Oh, this sucks already. This already does not feel good. This is worse than Ninja Gaiden. Like, Ninja Gaiden's underwater feels good, and you have a spear gun. I'm already stuck. But when we did seamless co-op, oh yeah, this is awful actually. I just have to hold the button. Oh, you guys stream Elden Ring Night Rain if you get it? I'm debating. And Renala's like really easy if you have a decent build that can like challenge her. Radon of DLC was awful though, especially because seamless co-op was kind of hit and miss on what it wanted. Oh no, you're not allowed to do that. Did I actually defeat him? Am I just not allowed to attack him? Is that? Yeah, I should have read the controls. So I could have helped. Let's get out of that cave and just not do that. Honestly, Night Rain, hold aim or hit X. Okay, so I don't have the item yet. Okay, that makes sense. I was assuming I'd be able to like swing my sword. There's nothing in the treasure box except empty seashells. I've been debating getting Night Rain. If I do, that's something that I'm gonna do alongside Draco Dragoon, just because we have the history of doing the Elden Ring games. I've heard rumor of the grapevine on a few things. I've heard Miyazaki might not be working on a new Night Rain, and I've heard that Night Rain's looking an awful lot like a Dynasty Warriors clone. And I don't know how I feel about both of them. Except that even if it's a Dynasty Warriors clone, I'll probably play it because, like, the multiplayer aspect and all of the different, like, at least at the game show, I saw a figure that looks a lot like Nameless King. So, I don't know, like, on one hand, I'm like, man, hopefully it's, like, cool and adds to the lore, but on the other hand, it's looking a lot like something that's gonna be kind of low-key empty. Electric sword and crossbow, or swords there. Let's grab this, orb first. Like, Dante's too cool for ladders. Oh, was it literally? Yeah, you're probably right. Can't be lit. Oh, like through the door back. Oh, my bad. Thank you. Oh, jeez, I was getting distracted. I don't know. Nameless King looks fun. Nameless King. Shadowrain looks fun, but is it? I'm partially excited about the new Turok game that got announced. In Between the Stairs. Oh. Well, let me whack the guy that thinks he's gonna get the jump on Dante sporting it. Oh, it is right there. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I feel silly. This is a stream of sillies. Well, I got a needle gun. The only weapon you'll ever need underwater. It even tells you the only weapon that can be used underwater. This is the same exact thing that they did in Ninja Gaiden with the spear gun. I am so sorry. Well, that being said, so does it? I take it auto equips when I'm underwater. I came back because I had to figure out how to use a weapon. I wanted to learn. Okay, so it is just that simple. Raid kills him dead. Okay, that's not too bad. Press A randomly. Oh shoot! I should have gone back. I'm gonna have to go back now. Yeah, you're not no. Well, I was hoping that barrel would have broken and proved the point. Considering it's an underwater only weapon, you'd think it'd have more oomph, all things considered. But it's like the devs knew that it's still a ranged weapon in a Devil May Cry game, and that they have to like really mitigate how much damage it does. It's kind of like Ninja Gaiden. When you play Ninja Gaiden 1, and I do plan on doing that, I don't want to do the remaster if I do Ninja Gaiden. Click on the chest where you got the needle gun. Handle lock on, not lock on. There's a ton of items. See, yeah. Okay, and I will do that. I'll go back to that chest too when I come back up. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything too. Like, mainly, I could care less about red orbs. It's mainly blue orb fragments I'm worried about. Or, purple orbs. But I'll have to do Ninja Gaiden. It's just that I don't want to do the remaster for Ninja Gaiden 1 because that's based on Sigma. And I don't think Sigma is the way to play Ninja Gaiden, if I'm being honest. I think Sigma is kind of lacking. I think Ninja Gaiden 1 is best enjoyed as Ninja Gaiden Black on OG Xbox. Okay. Apologies for, like, loitering down there. I just wanted to make sure. Holy smokes. Sorry, I had to check because I had a flippin' text and it's just yet another scam. And now I almost was gonna miss the spot. You are awesome, Matthew. Nice, Devil Star. That makes the third one. Yeah, I almost forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I almost rolled right on past it. Thank you for stopping me. It would have looked kind of silly. That's a red orb, but I'm not quite as worried. Well, since we're here. Come on, Dante, you're able to get up for Jess fine on the other one. Okay, fine, you wanted to check the other side of the boat out. I respect that. Well, if there's anything that I come across, so you're like, ooh, as an item, by all means. I always appreciate you. Get on top of that mast. Was that the one that I was trying to climb in the center? Or the one right here that I'm near currently? Okay, I got you. Read you loud and clear, comrade. We gotta walk the plank. If this was God of War, there's a good chance you'd see text that said you died if I didn't do that. Okay, thank you. Steer towards the front of the boat. Oh, okay. Oh, that is wild. Oh, did I actually miss my stinger? Hmm. Oh, and then stinger towards the front of the boat. Okay. I see what you're putting down. You know, if this was Lethal Company, we'd be climbing that ladder. I'd be making a little pun right about now. Okay, Dante, you're not too cool for school. Just climb the ladder. I don't want to talk about that. Lethal Company's so good, though. Like, I'm what I call a suicide commando, because I'm pretty good about, like, leading the group inside the building. I'm also really good about coming across the horrors first. Thank you very much, comrade. Okay, doggo is barking by the sounds of things, so I am gonna pause the game real quick and do a quick check. With it being close to the holidays, I want to make sure, like, Amazon parcels, etc., like, porch pirates are a real thing. So give me, like, what's it called? Give me, like, shit, 2 minutes, if that, and I'll be right back. Okay, back. Apologies about that. The Amazon delivery. Would you play DMC 4, go Virgil. No, Lady and Trish, yes, and Virgil. I mean, if it's UMVC 3, I go Virgil, Trish, and Dante. Although, to be fair, Taskmaster really good too, not gonna lie. Actually, I'm gonna interact with that door, I'm curious. It's locked shut, there's something written. I am the ship that carries the wandering souls on the brink of the underworld. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 so good though. Protect the ship and you shall be given the fire Saint Elmo. What did I get myself into? Ow! Okay, let me go shotgun for this. Leon, Snoop Dogg, and Shaggy. God dang it, son of random. That's so bad. If this is multiverses, I could see the Shaggy, I'm not gonna lie. Can we go Velma? Velma, like, if I remember correctly, in Multiversus OG, Velma used to just straight up call the police on, Okay, we're gonna Vital Star here, because I don't... Well, no, we're not. I don't mind using the DT there. Modding is peak. Honestly, I gotta check the UMVC 3 peak for modding, or the UMVC 3 modding scene, because like I love UMVC 3. I like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but like, and I like the roster, but UMVC 3 is just what I grew up with. Gambit, Blade. Yeah, Gambit, I gotta ask, Matthew, did you ever play X-Men Next Dimension back in the day? A little old school X-Men fighting game on the PlayStation? I had to ask. Or what about X-Men Legends? Ooh, I never played Mutant Academy. OG Silent Hill 2? Oh, I don't know. You know, you're gonna... You might think less of me, but I never played Silent Hill. I just never owned the games growing up. My dad used to play them. My dad loved the Silent Hill games. He was a big horror fanatic when it came to that sort of deal. I just never did. Stream Silent Hill 2. Another Griffon, really? Okay, we need the grenade gun. And yeah, the thing about Silent Hill is this. One of two ways. Either if there's a remake or a remaster or something that doesn't derive or deviate too much from the original, I'll play that. But if it's the OG, my thing is this. I'm not against emulation, but to make myself feel better, I have to own the physical copy. That's like my huge thing. And that's the legality of it. Like, yes, I have no issue with an emulator here or there for the sake of playing backups of physical copies. Like Budokai Tenkaichi 3, I still have my disc copy. I understand, like, video game preservation as well. I'm really huge on that as an avid collector. But in terms of that, also as an avid collector, I want to collect it first, and then I'll play the backup of it. You know what I mean? You get Silent Hill 2 OG, don't get HD version. I'll keep that in mind. I have ins in the indie collection scene, so I'm curious. Like, I'm not against spending money. I have an OG copy. Ooh, I don't know what I did there. Oh, that was bad. Ow, no, that's not supposed to... I don't like this at all. Is this gonna be part of the entire fight? Because, Sorry, I'm learning me arena. Comic Sans font. Okay, he just wants a grenade launcher, it's obvious. He's a grenade gun guy, it's okay. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Griffon, that was rude. I was in, you know, we're gonna call you Peter, because you're really good at interrupting people with terrible jokes. You're gonna make us watch another cutaway about Lionel Richie? I don't think anybody wants to see that. Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey, I like the Andy Griffith show. Yeah, I can't give him a bad name, but Peter Griffin, he gives himself a bad name on a daily basis. That's okay. Not terrible. I'll take it. C rank, that's my normal, so, you know, I'm happy. DMC 1, DMD, Devil May Dragons. Okay, DMC 1 took me about 80 hours. I reckon you probably also went for the 100% completions. The secret missions, all of the orbs, like... Especially considering the amount of knowledge you have on detail. Like... And I respect that, genuinely. I respect that. I'm the type of person, I did that same thing in Final Fantasy 12 to make sure I was ready for Yasmat. Like, I get the grind in that. But it's incredible. Genuinely incredible. And it's one of those games that just sticks with you forever, and I can understand why. This game... I played a lot of games this year, and there are a few games that make me scared, yet also, like, excited to play at the same time. Because on one hand, I'm not gonna lie, when I first played this, I was really scared about just being walled against bosses after bosses after bosses. The Dark Souls effect, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's daunting and it's fun and it's Capcom at its finest. When you beat the game, the save just starts a new game with all, oh my god. That's incredible. Dude, in like 10 years, we're gonna be in Final Fantasy 73. I don't know. Final Fantasy makes me sad. Look, I'm a big fan of the series. I have played 1 through 12. Minus 11, because I don't do VMTO. I don't do VMMOs. Nothing against them, just not my personal cup of tea. But they're not nowhere close to what they were. And I get it. Different times, different gameplay. I'm not expecting the game to be the same the entirety. I mean, I love my favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy 12, and that's like one of the last ones of a series, you know. But I don't know. I feel like they kind of lost their identity along the way, trying to adapt to the new standards of the growing player. Oh, I am so sorry. Essentially, Final Fantasy 12, like... or Final Fantasy in general, it's a torn bag because I like the games, but they've lost their way as of late. We're not gonna buy anything. I was just looking at the shop. And so, like, maybe at one point we'll do a Final Fantasy, like I've been doing the Final Fantasy Chronicles to try and catch up, but hopefully we make it to 12. If you think that's a lot, there's 19 official Toho games. True, just a microwave, and I understand that, but like there's 16 Final Fantasy games, only counting the main titles. That's only the main titles. That's not counting shit like 10, 2, 13, 2, Dirge of Cerberus, Crisis Core, Dissidia Duodecim. That's not counting like, yeah, Final Fantasy 4, the After Years, Interlude, or stuff like that. Like, Final Fantasy goes a lot, but if DMC remake happens, we can finally get, oh, mission select. Matthew, okay, I'm torn. On one hand, I agree. Because you gotta preserve the integrity of the original title. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts. You wouldn't give Kingdom Hearts 1 reaction commands like Kingdom Hearts 2. But styles were such a big thing when introduced. Maybe it's just me, but it's kind of like that one like taco shell commercial with the why not both? You know what I mean? I would like to have a choice. The OG methodology without styles, or an ability to play with the styles, because canonically it makes sense considering the introduction of them in DMC3. But at the same token, I can understand the appeal of leaving the original experience of the titles unchanged. Water pressure is too strong and won't open. We should add styles if you beat the game. Okay, styles if you beat the game. Now that's an idea. DMC 3 through 5 is more crazy. Or like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I feel like styles should be an option. Or better yet, like you suggested, Random, something earned. Because, like, genuinely speaking, styles are one of those things that, like, DMC 1 didn't have them. And I agree with Matthew on that. But if you beat the game and you're gonna play through it again, I don't think there's any harm giving styles to those that are going in NG+. I don't, like, correct me if I'm wrong, we're gonna go through there. I don't think if we're losing anything on allowing styles for NG+. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not an expert in these games at all. And my opinion is far from a definitive one. But NG Plus play for surely, you know? Devil May Dragons. Star DMD just looks so similar enough. Who is attempting to cash checks but can't? Oh, no. Ow! Oh! Thank you for getting right in front of me. Appreciate you. Playing as Virgil in DMC5 reflects how you should play based on the concentration gauge. I have zero experience playing as Virgil outside of DMC or UMVC3, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I like this better than the spear gun in Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden 2's spear gun is something special. Hopefully you guys cranks that shit like there's no tomorrow. Oh, get away from me. Don't leave the ship yet. Get the chest down by the hole. Okay. Are you talking about the untouchable? I want to make sure I'm not missing anything, Matthew. Okay, cool. You are awesome again, comrade, and I appreciate ya. Makes the game easy mode. Do you hear about the new Ninja Gaiden game? I did not actually. Torn on Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden kind of went to shit once the third game came out. Like, I'm sorry, Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and even Dragon Sword on the Nintendo DS were fire games, and then 3 came out? And, like, suddenly Ryu Hayabusa is going to Vietnam? Lol, what? Did I miss something there? In the second game, he was fighting Elder Gods. What happened? Ninja Gaiden Rage mode. I'm not holding my breath, if that makes sense. Like, we got two very fine games in the form of Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. We got the Sigmas, which are decently fine, but they suffer FPS issues on the PS3. And then we got Black, and that's all we need. We don't talk about Ninja Gaiden 3. And then we have the NES difficult AF games. Nice. But I'll keep an eye out on that. Thank you for cueing me in on that. Someone random. I was gonna say, I typically follow what you like. Periodically it's funny because I know we're friends on Steam, and periodically I see like different games get added to the wish list and junk. I'm like, hey, that's funny. I've been thinking about the same thing. Like the Pizza Tower. Pizza Towers, I will tell you this though, if you still have it on the wish list, just pull the trigger. If you find it on sale, Pizza Tower's worth the buy. If I was to get into God of War series, okay, play the OG. Look, here's my deal. God of War, the series, like the Norse one on the PS5 is really flipping good. And you should play that, but you need to play the OG first, Just a Microwave. Take it from me. They're two different games. You should view them as different games, but OG is where the series started, and the OG God of War, Ghost of Sparta is really good too, but he needs to play the original. Like, I'm sorry, but he has to play the original random. He needs to know what it feels like to take on that final boss. He needs to know what it feels like to climb the blade wall. He needs to know what it feels like to have his weapons close to max, and he needs to know what it feels like to utilize the army of Hades. That's another one that I need to play on stream because that one's really good. And I know how to 100% that entire game. The last time I played it via emulation because, you know, 1080p HD, that's just a way to do it, and I have a PS2 game. I did everything but use the Muse keys, and I felt so stupid. Ghost of Sparta is good, though. Don't think that Ghost of Sparta is bad. It is really good. So is Chains of Olympus and the second game. Oh, we're still underwater. I thought a cutscene was playing. I'm sorry. And even God of War 3. God of War 3, when it first came out, I remember being I received it fairly negatively, but after... Oh, I want that. After beating it, God of War 3 is really good too. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, the cestus, use the cestus, that's the best weapon. No, don't believe them. Use the Nemesis Whip, use the second weapon you get. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it kind of spoils, but the Nemesis Whip spoils nothing. Use the Nemesis Whip, use the second weapon you get, you'll have a stupid fun time. That's how you play God of War 3. You're talking about the blue cartridge. Yeah, we're talking about the blue orb, Matthew, or did I miss something else altogether? So I like to play the games from the start of their debut, and I don't want the later games to make the gameplay feel less. You got it? Okay, cool. And yes, that's kind of why I have to play DMC 2 before I play DMC 3. I know DMC 3 is good, and I've heard DMC 3 is bad, but I have to play them in order. It's like Final Fantasy. You think I wanted to play Final Fantasy 2 after 1? Yes, because I actually like Final Fantasy 2, but most people would say no, but you do it for science. Random DM me on the Discord post stream. I might be able to help you with that. I know a thing or three when it comes to translation patches. But come on, I mean, I do all my own patches on that junk. It's how we're playing Binding Blade in English. Or, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Tag Force 2 with good graphics and Japanese subbing. I used to do, like, the ROM hacking and junk as a hobby back in, like, high school. I found it appealing. And now matching B near every chest just to see if they have an item. Making sure I didn't miss anything. You got everything? Okay, cool. Thank you. I genuinely appreciate that. Do you mean to say microwave? You called me random. Microwave, I'm so sorry. Both of you have, like, white portraits, so I just looked at the portrait and I'm like, bleh. Microwave, please forgive me. But yeah, join the Discord, discord.gg/h2hub. I can possibly help you with that post-stream, especially into holiday. Otherwise, exploration of the ship. I know we got everything, but the loop bug in me says, wait a minute. Oh no, that's flames. Okay, that's whatever.
Okay, this is on them. This is totally on them. I feel like I went back the way it came, and that's because I went back the way it came. I gotta ask, just a microwave. Yes, Swimming Simulator, I agree. Just a microwave. Are you on iOS or are you on Android? Depending upon how you, I'm assuming the latter, but I have to ask. iOS, okay. Do you have access? For you, your best bet's gonna be DMing me. I'll possibly be able to help you with patches. It's infinitely easier on Android. Android's really cool about that stuff. Like, multi-patch is the greatest thing ever made, because that is... Okay, cool, we got our next blue orb fragment. That just happened. Awesome. Multi-patch is so good, though. Multi-patch just lets you patch everything just on the fly. It's what I wish I had as a kid, but I didn't. As a kid, instead, I had to rely on a middle school Mac lab computer to do all my IPS patching. Oh, forgot about that one. Nothing. Oh. Android nice, but you know what? While Android is nice, and it is nice, don't get me wrong, nothing beats my first aha moment when I figured out and got the GBA emulator working for the first time on a jailbroken iPod Touch. There are very few things that just beat a good aha moment. Go back outside the ship. I got you, comrades. Sorry. Another ship. Forgot about that one. And then, am I going upstairs? I take it. Able to play Mario Kart 64 view. Wow, thanks. I mean, you can do it on PC and junk too. Android is just easy. I mean, you can do it on iOS too, but iOS is more trickier. You gotta navigate Cydia, and there's nothing wrong with Cydia. But Cydia's like... Look, I soft locked several Apple devices because I didn't know what I was doing when I was younger. And I managed to fix them and get them back to a factory reset, but still, like, you gotta have a wild amount of knowledge before you attempt Cydia. Through the stairwell, okay. Was I supposed to go into the shop area, or... Huh, well, while we're here, let's look at the shop and indulge on that music. Say no more, Matthew. Apologies. No. Eliminate all the enemies and escape? No. All right. Let me crack the knuckles. Feeling it. I believe you, Matthew. I believe you. I am not gonna question you. Thank you. I would have missed this. You underestimate you. It's like you underestimate my ability to be bad at video games. Buh. Evade. Oh, I thought you were dead. I stopped shooting for a split second. Ah, reap rewards. Paradise lost. Four out of 8. Swimming mechanics. Yummy, my favorite. I still feel like I'm doing better on these swimming levels than I would be in, like, say, Ratchet and Clank, the first one. These are feasible, and the gun is, like, I talked a lot of shit about it, but it's still, like, all things considered, workable. Very workable, thank you. We needed that.
Secret mission clear. We're swimming in quintessence. Very nice. My headset slid off. Give me a moment to readjust. Awesome.
There we go. Make sure we're not missing anything else. Thank you again. Recommend dropping a save. Oh. You know how often I forget that you can just save on the fly in the middle of a level? I'll put it to you this way, I didn't realize you could do that until now. We have 2,300. Purple orb, I think, is what we're gonna save for. Okay, Matthew, real talk, I gotta ask, is round trip even worth it? Excuse me, even worth it? Oh, I needed to know. I kind of figured, but I needed to ask somebody that's been there and done that. You know what I mean? Oops. Went back. Well, yeah, no, we should be okay. Yeah, no, I didn't need to go that way, so my bad. Vortex. Oh, I heard rumor of the grapevine that Vortex gives iframes. Okay, we bought Vortex 1. And then, yes, I'm getting out of the ship. There's got to be another way out. Oh, did I just go back literally where I was? Yeah, apologies. Sorry. Vent, yeah. Apologies. I guess we can start leaving. Dun-dun. Yeah, that's when you get killed just doing a basic task. You're trying to restore power and it's like, oh, how about that? It's like that lockdown protocol as well. You're sitting there trying to make sushi pizza and somebody's already unlocked the gun. AFK, ooh. I'll be real, I didn't do much of the gacha games at all. The only one I ever bothered dipping a toe in was, oh shoot, Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Nah, you have me as your friend of Brave Exvius. I'm pretty sure I have like FF2 Leon and Gabroth and a few people like that in Neovisions, and they're just ready for you. Must have taken the animation files. Make sure I didn't miss anything, sorry. Okay, to be fair, there's a lot of rocks. No, I'm kidding. Give me a moment. Oh, go through that. Okay, I'm sorry. There's like, silly. I'm on that final end of the year grind, so apologies. I know sometimes it might seem like you're talking to a rock when it comes to leading me, but I assure you, I'm there. I will. I just wanted to end the people that thought they could sneak up on Dante. Son of Sparta. Ooh. Very nice, thank you, Matthew. There's a treasure here. There was nothing. Of course, you say that about the one that has its lid on it. No, let's not do that. Happy to get another holy water, that's for sure. I still remember that I should be stockpiling on them. I'm pretty sure we have 3 or 4 now. Mission 14, Deep Darkness and Towering Mountains. Go to the surface and head for the Colosseum. We have 1,200. I don't know. Maybe I buy the blue orb. So, okay, this is what I have to ask. And this is a real question. Do you obtain enough blue orb fragments where you never have to buy any shop blue orbs, or will you always have to buy shop blue orbs, if that makes sense? If he wasn't slashing demons, look, I could see Dante being a you can buy them and find them. Okay. Either a pizza place or a gas station cashier. There is a dude I knew that worked at an AM PM gas station that had the same energy as Dante. He had like big gauges. He was like, yeah, man, I gotcha. And he was very quick to give the hobos the door. Like he was the type of no nonsense guy, but he was still cool about it. You know what I mean? Need to buy them all and oh, there's a okay, that's all I need to know. Let's buy the blue orb. I didn't know if there was a case where it was like Castle Crashers, you know what I mean, where you could either buy or find, so I had to make sure. Thank you for clearing that up. I could also see Dante working at a pizza parlor too. Like, he looks like Domino's material. Yeah, he's pizza guy from Twisted Metal 4, didn't you know? Driving a Honda Civic. I don't know if he'd eat all the pizza. I mean, it's Domino. Okay, look, I played enough God of War to know that spikes or some bullshit are gonna come through those holes. Or that wall is gonna Okay, that wall is dangerous. Imagine asking Dante for a pack of Marlboros and 20 on pump 3. I did back in high school, I did. What about at an ice cream place, considering he loves strawberry sundaes as well? Dante would say, okay, if it was like a Baskin Robbins, maybe, but I don't know. Dante's not the type of person that would respect the customer, you know what I mean? That's why he screams gas station employee or pizza delivery driver. You said, I should. I have not, I'm pretty sure we had like a manga or something. I didn't know we had a full-blown anime. That's pretty badass. New Castlevania had an anime on Netflix. The Iron Fence is blocking the way. Good to know, Dante. Devil May Cry anime was beautiful. And they're coming out with an, That does sound kind of lovely, not gonna lie. Maybe I should give that a watch. Is it on a specific streaming? Netflix, okay. You gotta... I was curious, I was about to ask, is there a specific platform on that? Because, like, I have Netflix and Paramount and all that garbage, I was just curious. So what you're saying is I need to, when I'm done beating DMC 1, assuming I beat it, I should watch the special and then play DMC 2 and then DMC 3. Okay, so beat DMC 1, assuming I beat it, watch the original special on Hulu, then come back, play DMC 2, then watch the new special. Okay. Look, just a microwave, I will make DMC 2 entertaining. I don't know how yet, but I will. Even... Okay, look, if DMC 2 turns out to be too easy, maybe I'll like rake something up to play DMC 2 and like Pokemon Emerald at the same time, like in the corner of the screen. It'll be something stupid, but I'll make it happen. We'll make it the shit happen, you know what I mean? DMC3 has a local multiplayer mod. Ooh, that's interesting too. Put Subway Surfers on the side. The resonating emblem shall undo the seal of the shield. I've thought about that too. I heard rumor of the grapevine that there's like multiplayer, but only towards the end of the game. I don't know. I've seen things in the Steam discussion that make me like scratch my head and go, what the hell are they referring to? But then I see Leon Box as Virgil and I don't know what to think anymore. Oh no, I put a game on the side. It might have to be Bloons Tower Defense. 5. Emblem shield, a small shield. The emblem has the same shape as that of the ceiling doors of the Colosseum. Honestly, Pokemon DMC3 is, I can spoil though. Okay, cool. I remember hearing rumor of the grapevine about it, but I never got far enough to see that, so I just have zero idea about that. If it's something where we find out post-fight or whatever, then maybe we like redo said fight again with the multiplayer aspect, but that's a bridge we cross eventually. As for DMC2, I'm debating doing DMC2 and doing a black border challenge in Bloons TD5, because both could be funny. A skeleton's arm appears to be a lever of some sorts. Should I turn the lever? I don't see why not. For the end of the game, the fight also sucks. Okay. And I appreciate you not spoiling it. It's kind of one of those things, kind of like One Piece, where like, yes, it's been out a while, but you still can't spoil it, you know what I mean? The booby trap is activated. Ew! No! Oh, actually, that's not too bad. Please, I played God of War where this shit meant instant death. You think this matters? I don't mind losing all this health. God of War would have said you died and spawned you at the checkpoint. Come on. Matthew, I know. Look, there's two reasons why I have to play it. One, because everybody says it's bad, but two, because my older brother played DMC2. I have memories of DMC2, and at this point, I'm invested enough where I have memories that I have to make sure are legitimate. Surely there isn't a chapter where you have to fight multiple infested tanks and an infested chopper on top of 2 wolves and another boss. Surely they wouldn't do that in a game. I have to make sure that my memory is correct. And DMC3, like DMC3, I know is good. I've played a little bit of DMC3, enough to get my ass kicked. We're not gonna buy anything. Enough to get my ass kicked by the Cerberus, and I feel like DMC3 will be appreciated more if we play a really terrible game before it. And DMC2 just so happens to fit the bill, wouldn't you know? Okay, so I do have one memory patch that's that I'm a little foggy on. Ah, mine. Wasn't there multiple costumes in DMC3? Because I know about the styles, I know about some of the different devil arms. Like, essentially, between my younger brother and older brother and myself, I know about Cerberus, I know about the shotgun, I know about Artemis, I know about Agni and Rudra. Well, I remember my older brother at one point played with a Dante that had like no shirt on. I went back to the way it came. And at one point he played with a costume that looked very similar to Virgil. I mean, I know Dante with no shirt on is like the true Dante, right? That's when everyone that's the one that matters. Okay, you know how much fun I have with the fact that Dante's dad is named like the Sparta thing? I'll be like, oh, it's a Ghost of Sparta. Oh, wrong franchise. Okay, those are shadows. I'm gonna go shotgun on this because no, I'm a liar. I'm going handguns on this. I'm not as worried about spoilers on DMC3 because my younger brother like ridiculously loved DMC3 growing up. I saw a lot of DMC3 because of him. So I can't be like, oh, you gotta spoil it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's my bad. I was totally unprepared. Honestly, I might have to take the runaway advice next time. Because, yeah, I totally thought I had that, and I should have known better. That is not a great map to take them on. Yeah, apologies. Lack of judgment on my end. I could have saved a life, and I don't know if I want to waste a holy water. Honestly, I'm not hurting enough on orbs. We've been doing pretty kick-ass. I just don't think it's... Yeah, it's just not worth it. Yeah, honestly, this is another case. I forget that sometimes just saying no is an avid strategy to the encounter. Matthew, I'm not gonna disagree. They do give good red orbs, and I probably could have used them. I don't know if I could have taken them on that cruddy of a map, if I'm being honest. Not at this time. And hindsight being 2020, I'm sure, like, that'll bite me in the booty hole, you know what I mean? But I had to take the risk in the moment to just let it go. I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna use it free. I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna use the usual argument of we'll make it work. When you don't have what we need, when life gives you lemons, you make beef stew and you pray. If it means I just gotta get good and get flattened like a pancake on a couple of hours on a certain boss or bosses later, then it just will have to work that way. Oh man, you made me go to my second health bar. Does he have good death speed running? Yeah, I'm curious how this game looks speed running because I have a little bit of knowledge speed running, but I only run Luigi's Mansion, and even then, I'm what you would call very mid. But Devil May Cry, I'm curious at the amount of exploits. Because I'm sure there's like a lot of cool shit you can do. Specifically in glitchless, because glitched, like, the gambit is off glitch. Anything flies glitch. What, is he just gone forever? Oh no, he's a real one. There he goes. Oh, come on, connect, please. Just get on the dirt. Jump up on the cliffside. Okay. Yeah, I was thirsting for his orbs. I see what you're saying. Okay, cool. Remember I played Metal Gear Rising and it made my hands start to get sore from all the parrying. I feel like I'm going the right way. Okay, sorry. My bad. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore him. He doesn't matter as much. I was like, oh, cliffside. The bridge seemed familiar. All I need to hear? These lackeys keep getting in my way. Sorry. They kind of asked to die. Okay, we're good now. They're just rude. Get the orb. I got you. Nice. Thank you. Okay, let's not go there. That's where it came from. Got everything. Okay, so I guess we're gonna continue onward. I almost missed it. That puts us at 3 devil stars now. I'm sorry, I saw the glint. I'm like, man. But this is a new area, to be fair. Thanks again, Matthew, on assisting in the all clear. I genuinely appreciate it from a completionist standpoint. Because that matters. That, like, it genuinely matters a lot. If there's a difference between, like, going through it at like the 1% and the 100. Gotta hit him! Hit him extra hard! It's wild. I never imagined I would have 2 health bars. You are, like, genuinely, you have been the definition of a Devil May Cry blessing. You are professional. The Platinum Certified Professional, Matthew Merlin. And then Cuba Smash Bros. Next to the stairs. Got you. Just double checking everything to be safety. Oh, it's just... Make sure I didn't miss. The wall for cross on it. Okay. Okay. Go back behind the wall. Ah, the red orb pile. Okay. Let me get a sip of water. Thank you, comrade. I keep on forgetting that DMC like suggests periodically say bingo blip of red orbs. So I'm like, okay, there has to be an item back here. Like I like my eye from playing RE like stuff like RE4 just looks for items that are active on the field already, not stuff that like has hair triggers. Okay, I'm gonna pass out again, not to level. You have a good night, Matthew Merlin, and thanks a ton for helping guide this ship through the hazy waters of Devil May Cry. I appreciate you tremendously. And when we get on holiday, which is after this Friday, the Devil May content is only gonna increase. You have unsealed it. Thank you. Not the water levels in this, though. I got a little annoyed when the red orb door ruined my combo. Oh, back for the next part? Ah, it wouldn't happen any other way, Matthew. Honestly, we're almost 8 o'clock. We're approaching 150. I think I have enough in me for one more mission tonight because I want to get the 2-hour super duper edition tonight. The least I can do for being late on my promise. And then, wouldn't you know, as it would have it, there's a good chance that we possibly have a double feature this week, and I actually mean it. Pending nothing happening tomorrow, we have it. Did I crash out like one? With Red Orb Torque ruined my combo, DMC3. That's so sad. Yeah, DMC3, I'm debating what I'm gonna play as. In terms of classes, part of me is thinking Gunslinger, even though it's extremely underpowered. The other me is thinking Sword Master, Weapon Master, because I like having an additional button for combat. Look, I like Royal Guard. I've played Royal Guard. I know it's one that lets you block. I also know it's one that lets you harness power and annihilate most bosses with button combinations later. And I might do that too. I'm also debating on Trickster, because even though DMC3 Trickster isn't necessarily, like, DMC3 Trickster, from my knowledge, lets you run on walls and do a dash, so it doesn't necessarily seem like the most powerful, but I feel like we could have fun with it. I just remember the fact you could guard with Royal Guard, and then there was some shtick about a Berserker attack that I, like, never got to use because I never got far enough. We didn't use any item, so we're just going to continue. Use the shield and a pair of lances to conquer the Colosseum. Let's see how we do. Well, these Fuddruckers want to go immediately. This screams spiders. Spiders, no! Okay, that's not too bad. You know, when you decide to use your powers, suddenly it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. But my thing about the roll, there's a decoration resembling two knights. It appears as though the knights should be holding something. Words are carved beneath the decoration. The shields that glow with light and a pair of lances shall lead to the battleground. Okay. My thing about the roll, though, is like, I don't know, it's a combination of buttons in DMC1. The dash is a single button in DMC2, or DMC3, and to me, that means a lot. It's easier to do a single button combination, especially when you're me and you're playing on an 8-bit DOE wireless controller, instead of having to rely on input lag being generous, you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I would never blame my controller, because the 8-bit DOE controller is like one of the best controllers that I've had within several years of streaming. It's worth considering. Problem with DMC is that little or nothing explained. To be fair, a lot of older games don't. Problems with Royal Guard and DMC5 is the delay. So I've never played DMC5. I never played a DMC game after DMC3, if I'm being honest. Like, I never played anything post PS2. So I I just never aged with the franchise. Like I said back in episode 1, all in all, I'm coming in this with essentially a fresh perspective. The closest thing on my channel I would have played to this in terms of difficulty would be Elden Ring. Thought you could only shoot in the air until I just a microwave. I don't know what you're talking about, where you have to aim to be able to shoot, unless and if you don't, you can only shoot in air with ebony and ivory. Yeah, for me, I don't know, that wasn't as big of an issue, but that's also because I mash every single button on the control pad to make sure I know what they all do. And the moment I realized, oh hey, he's taking a lock-on stance, it became decent. But I can see where, like, if you're the type of person that, like, you see the buttons, they work, you automatically assume. And I get that. I truly get that, because I've been there. It's like God of War. God of War is a pretty decent example, because, like, if you give your average player God of War, typically speaking, they're only ever gonna know, like, square, square, triangle. Just kill them real quick. Since we're here, I gotta figure out where to go. There's an emblem of a shield on the door that glows with a red light. Shall I use the emblem shield? Yes, you shall. Is it you have to hold a button to not lock on? Ew! Look, lock on should be optional. It's like Kingdom Hearts. By default, you should have your little auto lock or whatever, but you shouldn't fully lock on. Now, if you need to lock on to a vital point or something, that's different. You should have the ability, but that should never be forced. Mysterious stone that shines with the dark and ordinary stone that exists in the underworld that has somehow over time gained different properties in the human world. Nice. You play MC4 and Legendary Dark Knight? I might, pending, like, ideally, my goal is by the time I make it to DMC, Devil May Cry, DMC4, DMC5, I should be able to play on a higher difficulty. I know I'm normal now. I'm gonna try and up the ante as I can. Oh, I went back the way it came. That was a mistake. Yeah, I stand by my thought. Lock on should be optional, not mandatory. You, like, an auto lock is different, in my opinion. Like, an auto lock can exist just fine. An auto lock totally can exist. But lock on, a hard lock on, needs to be optional. It needs to be optional. Otherwise, the gameplay experience is hampered tremendously. Okay, actually, no, we found the yellow word. We don't need that. And I'm sorry, but I'm gonna reach towards the example of what in my opinion qualifies as a near perfect combat hack and slash, Kingdom Hearts 2. And I'm sorry, people might disagree, but in my opinion, Kingdom Hearts 2 is extremely perfect at what it does. It's technical, it's easy to grasp, but it's technical to those that can learn the gameplay. And KH2 knew what it wanted to do. Favorite boss from DMC 1 so far? Mellow Angelo, and it's not even close. Second encounter. And my thing is this: both Mellow Angelo fights, or Nello Angelo, my bad, have been the best fights. They have been the best fights because it's down to skills and timing, and it's down to knowing what Dante can do and getting those timings in right to punish, instead of like Phantom, where you need to know how you can hit him to even deal damage. And Phantom was boring. Like, yeah, it was cool that he slammed through the glass and he got impaled, But really, like, if the glass wasn't there, Phantom would have been Operation Use Stinger 2 until he died, and that is bland as fuck, in my opinion. It is a waiting simulator. I agree, random. Nello Angelo, though, so far has been on point. Angelo 2 wins over 1 because 1's combat arenas were kind of crappy, if I have to be honest, and I didn't care for Arena 3 in terms of the camera department. But just having the additional options and knowing, like, Nello Angelo is just a technical fighter, so just all those options, it was money, it was mint, it was everything that you want in a boss fight at that point. A close second, as much as I fucking hated the fight, is Death Scissor. Because Death Scissor just, like, it genuinely made me think. The arena was small, I had to think on my feet on what I wanted to do in that fight, and I had to act in a way that I otherwise wouldn't have acted in a boss fight. Even though Death Scissor caused pain, it's still better than Phantom. Happy Bat was good first try. And time puzzles like this, I'm not worried about. I don't know if it is timed, but if it is, oh well. There's something written. I did the blade wall in God of War. I did the, like, you do enough time challenges, you suddenly don't care about the time limit. The Colosseum entrusts the Conqueror with the lance. Time has come to open the door. Paralances. It's mine. Like, I played OG RE4, I'm used to being helpless too. But in a game that makes me Dante, where I'm not helpless, I can help myself? Please, you give me the ability to help myself. Suddenly you have a problem. Wait till you get to the third Nello Angelo fight for DMC3, you almost backtrack your entire map of the game. Thanos. Oh. Honestly, I can't wait for the third Nello Angelo fight. Usually I'm scared. I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited. It's kind of like Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, you can only be scared for so long before you realize that you have to just, like, nut up and beat them. Words are inscribed, sacrifices become magical powers, and the rise of the connecting passage to the Skywalk. I'm gonna read that again to make sure I got that right. Words are inscribed, sacrifices become magical powers, and rise as the connecting passage to the Skywalk. Okay, I did get that right. Yeah, say no spoilers, please. Because so far, Nello Angelo, like, he's just he's my reflection Phantom. He's been there since I looked in the mirror back in part 1. Testing me, making sure I could do it. I can't interact with this at all. I really thought I'd be able to, but I guess not. Like, I was wondering how Kingdom Hearts compares to the second one. How does Kingdom Hearts 1 compare to Kingdom Hearts 2? I've been thinking of getting an emulator played since, Okay, so here's the thing about 1 compared to 2, right? 1 forces you to do a lot of awkward platforming, and 1's combat is decent, but it's not as intuitive. 2 perfects the combat. That's the best way to put it. Like, 1's really fucking good, and you should play 1 before you get to 2. If I'm being honest, you need to play 1 before you get to 2. 1 is death-defining for a reason. 1 sets the groundwork. 1 is a good game. 1 allows you to appreciate 2 too, because, like, when you get to 2 streamlines that combat that you used to 1, and 2, it feels right. And I'm not saying 2 is better in all aspects, because there's some things that Kingdom Hearts 1 definitely does better, but 2 is so good. 2's synthesis is better. 2's combat feels right. 2's combat is the best combat ever felt in Kingdom Hearts. I know we've already been here. I just want to kill him for the time being. But 2's combat is the best combat has ever felt in the series. In my opinion, I've played 3. I've played a bit of Dream Drop Distance. There's a rebel blocking the path, so I can't get through this way too bad. I've played 358 and all that, and Birth by Sleep. Kingdom Hearts 2's pinnacle. 2 is the best in the series. The story is the best. Your characters are the best. The combat's the best. The gummy ship missions are the best. Like, different people have their own opinions, but you're not getting. But that's mine. 2 is the most well-rounded game in the franchise, and it's not even close. And I mean that. I could sink time in 2 no problem. If it wasn't for all the music that's copywritten, that sort of deal, I've thought about streaming it, and I still might, especially with them all on Steam now, because 2 is that bloody flippin' good. And playing that game on normal as opposed to level 1 critical mode, they're 2 different beasts. Like, you can play Kingdom Hearts 2 like a Dark Souls game if you're gonna go level 1, because how technical that game becomes at that point. You're looking for every bloody opening. And there are fights in Kingdom Hearts 2, Demix, for instance, in Hollow Bastion, that will make you pull your hair out as you try and figure out what you do. And I mean that in the best way possible. There's a door up there, really? Yeah, microwave. So honestly, it just became available on Epic Store, on Steam. I wouldn't feel as bad because like I only just picked it up last year. Like, or during this year, my bad. Like, even I hadn't had it in Steam that long. I had experience on PS2 and playing the 1.5, 2.5 remixes on PS4. But Steam-wise, like, yeah, no. Epic had a monopoly and all that garbage for the longest time. I have to figure out what I'm doing. But yeah, the only other issue is when you beat Kingdom Hearts 2, they all get worse from there. And I'm sorry for all the fans of the series, but if you're somebody that loves the combat of 2, they genuinely get worse from there. Like, you'll still have some fun, but it's not the same as 2. I need to read this a bit better. Become magical powers and rise as a connected passage to the Skywalk. What do you mean, what do you mean sacrifices become magical powers? This is screaming like puzzle, like there's something I have to do to raise a platform. I just have to figure out what. Sacrifices become magical powers and rise as the connecting passage. What am I supposed to like devil trigger here? No. I have Hades, Undertale, Psychonauts 1, Celeste just sitting there, and Bayonetta 2. Okay, so this restores DT. There is this screaming that I have to do something here. So I've never played Hades, but I have played Undertale, and I've heard really good things about Psychonauts as well. And I've played a bit of Celeste. Celeste is difficult, but Celeste is difficult, but it's fulfilling. Undertale's really fun. There's multiple paths in Undertale. If you take the Renegade option, it's incredibly fucking difficult, the likes of what you've never seen. I recommend doing that after you've experienced the rest of the game first. And no, I'm not going to go into anything more than that, because Undertale's a game that you should experience yourself rather than watch. There's a reason why I've never streamed Undertale, and I never will, and that's because Undertale is a self-journey. I view Undertale in the same concept as, I feel silly right now as I try and figure out what's going on here. Oh, maybe I have to fly to actually make it to that door. I view Undertale in the same viewpoint as Everhood, where you have to experience it yourself. I feel so silly. Give me a moment. There's a definitely screaming puzzle. There has to be something that I'm missing. It's giving me unlimited DT here. Like, you don't just give unlimited DT unless you want to use it, you know what I mean? Inscribed, sacrifices become magical powers and rise as the connecting passage to the skywalk. What does that mean? They become magical powers and they rise as the connecting passage. Oh, like it seems like I'm supposed to float, but Bayonetta, I've also heard good things about. Celeste is bloody difficult. Platforming wise, it can make you cry. Oh, we do look like a different demon. That's interesting. See, I've never played Bayonetta outside of Smash Bros, so my experience with Bayonetta is, okay, I wasn't called for. My experience with Bayonetta is non-existent, unfortunately. So Dante, what are we missing? I think you have to hit those things on the wall on the moving platform to activate something. That's what I thought too. Because I already activated them once. That's just it. Oh my gosh, Dante, come on. This is backwards. While I'm here, I might as well just mop them up. But yeah, those icons on the wall don't activate for me, unfortunately, because I did that the first time I came in and I had to open something. It lowered a bunch of platforms for me initially. Well, I'm just confused because I have a door that's saying something about a sacrifice. I have an icon that's giving me a limited devil trigger, so I'm gonna use it to regen health. So it has me curious. This obviously screams puzzle. Somehow I'm missing something on that door. Sacrifices become magical powers and rise as the connecting passage to the skywalk. But what? What am I missing? Okay, I have a stupid idea now. Is it stupid? I have a stupid... Yeah, random, I'm not gonna lie. when I was testing out my zappy zaps back there, it partially hit me. I'm gonna go get Devil Trigger back because I think I know what I have to do. Not saying I'm right. I don't like to think I'm right unless I have actual like proof, but I have a theory, a working theory. And because Devil Trigger is unlimited, health is unlimited too, so I'm not necessarily worried in that regard. You know what I mean? So what I'm thinking is we need to go like here. Oh, come on, me. Don't soil your pants now. Because that's essentially what I have to do. I have to gain my flying form, but on that top platform, like that's screaming what I have to do. I just have to, you know, perform it well. Oh, I do not have full DT. Okay, so now let's try that again. Oh, wait. Okay. I'm gonna go get DT because I figured out how to actually do the flying now, and that was important for me. Because that ensures that, yeah, RT allows me to enter in flying state, because if I DT, yeah, that just lets me fly at the high point of my jump, too. Learn something new every day. Okay, let's try that again. Aw, man. Just not quite there. Oh, Dante, come on. I'm gonna do the Devil Trigger once so I can gain health. And figure this out. We're getting past this little roadblock. Because this is killing me. There has to be something that I'm missing. Oh, that's a tornado. That's cool. Okay. I have one last like trick up my sleeve with attempting to cheese in there using Vortex, because I can actually like turn that off and on multiple times in there, and I did not know that. Dante, fuel up. But hypothetically speaking, and maybe it's just me, part of me is thinking that what I'm about to do isn't gonna work, because whatever solution the game has in mind would have to be something that anybody, no matter what their Dante is kid alike, could do. I guess that's the part that's killing me, is like, technically speaking, whatever it wants me to do, it should be feasible no matter the amount of DT I have, no matter the skills I have. So therefore, I feel like I'm missing something completely. I'm gonna backtrack a bit just to make sure. That is it there. Yeah, it's true, because I also have the pair of lances. Yeah, I am gonna attempt to backtrack. But this just looks like a basic room. That's our statue. 19. While we're here, let's just $3,200 for the next blue orb. This gives us plenty of health. Yeah, you're right. I was being silly. Okay, those are death sights. We need to go shoddy for these. Hey, Gled. Shotgun's so good, literally, for this fight and this fight only. Like, death sights just fall victim to the shotgun. Yeah, no kidding. Double checking everything. Yeah, we don't need to go back here. That was me being silly. It's nighttime. Just get this powered up. Do I know what it does? Sure I do. Oh, come on. The night is static. It's a night, which means everything is like 30% more spookier. That's how it works. Platforming, it's what we do. Another untouchable star. Well, that's all we needed there. These sillies are just gonna let me harvest their brains? And I'll do it. Oh, really? There's more? Cheap shot. Okay. There's a decoration resembling two knights. It appears as though the knight should be holding something. Words are carved beneath the decoration. The shields that glow with light and a pair of lances shall lead to the battleground. Shall I use a pair of lances? You shall. Alright, we're here. We have two untouchables. A shield will surround the body, protecting you from any attack for a certain period of time. You'll also be in a devil... Oh. Real talk. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being, holy shit, these are amazing. 0 being, or 1 being, don't even bother. Where would you put the untouchable? Because I put an uncrustable out of 7, but that's just me. I'll keep that in mind. We have the vital star in case things get really bad, but I don't think we'll need it. I can hear someone speaking to me inside my mind. Offer a sacrifice to the Colosseum. It shall connect the path to the wheel of destiny. "20 seconds. That's my third Griffon. Why? I'm not against taking out Griffons. We can do it really well. Ooh, spicy. Spicy meatball. Does this thing feel... Oh, it's actually attempting to get me. I was just gonna say, let this thing feel important. I attempt to get in my sights because I just can't see it right now, and that's killing me. Yeah, you can see why this is Final Griffon. This tastes like Final Griffon. It's like Popeyes. Oh. Oh, come on, Griffon. Don't do me dirty like that. Yeah, 10 out of 10 camera indeed. Holy shiznit. We might be retrying this one, honestly. But the platforming's so bad. Holy smokes! Okay, I am gonna use the vital start here. People might be like, eh, and granted, don't get me wrong, I still count as the L, but, or as a L, but sometimes you just gotta do it. Wow, I was really one shot away, seriously. Story of my life. Every single boss this game that I've used a healing item on, I've been that close to winning already. Zap him! Zap him! Get him! Yeah, this is in the bag now. Totally in the bag now. Chicken fried Griffon! Yummy! Better be served with a country gravy. Nice. Yeah, that first section was like mild cancer, but the rest was delicious.
Definitely the powers of Sparta. Even more so. But I cannot let you live. For I serve my master.
Kentucky Fried Griffon? Yeah, indeed.
Mighty
Extra
the power
crispy.
of Mundus. Master, grant me one last surge of power. The power to finish him.
Prequel game of Sparta? That could be cool too, I agree.
Master, Mundus.
Ooh. Oh. There's a Kentucky Fried Griffon. Damn! Damn you, Mendes! Here's just a Griffon!
A three-eyed.
Bro got hit with the zappy zaps.
Maybe it was too easy for you.
Mundus. His heinous ways make me sick, killing even his own, like they were nothing. He's the one that took the life of my mother, my brother, and Shirley. My mother used to always tell me that my father was a man who fought for the weak. He had courage and a righteous heart.
Shawn Mendes, no!
In the name of my father, I will kill Mundus.
Ooh, Mundas. Homie's gearing himself up with massive endgame antagonist energy, that's for sure. Especially after Giga Chad frying the Griffin like that. There's something written. The King of Avalon shall turn the wheel of destiny and take the story to the beginning land. Wheel of Destiny, a round plate resembling a destiny's repetitive cycle. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, it took me a little bit of time. I got lost there, and it showed. Oops. We got a C, which stands for criminally underrated. So, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching, I think we're gonna probably look to put a cork in things here at the end of this mission. We'll be starting what looks to be mission 16 next time, which should be pretty damn fire. If you like what I did, hit that like button. It means a lot. If you like it more, hit the sub, hit the bell, know when I go live. Depending upon what ends up happening tomorrow and / or Thursday. This week's kind of weird. It's my last working week of the year. But I am gonna attempt to really shoot out episode 4. It's the least I can do. I like have that big delay, so I really want to get out episode 4 before the next Friday night funkin'. But yeah, been having a lot of fun with DMC, and it just gets me more and more pumped to play through the rest of the franchise. So again, if you like what I did, hit that like button. It means live playing more. Hit the sub, hit the bell, know when I go live. We do have a game night poll coming this Friday, bare minimum. Gonna be going into additional content, more so than usual, into the break up until the 2nd of January, as I attempt to play catch up with the days that I missed. And don't you worry, once we finish DMC 1, we'll start the suffering of DMC 2. And that might be just like, I'll be honest, especially going into holiday, there's a good chance that like we just attempt to kill DMC 2 in like 2 fucking no live streams. I'm talking we might marathon DMC 2 to get it over with ASAP so we can actually give real attention to DMC 3. So look forward to that. But without further ado, you all have been amazingly awesome as always. Have yourselves a phenomenal night and look forward to the next iteration of the Devil May Cry. Stay frosty, everyone. Take care and bye-bye.